Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. It is I, God Empress, Jesse Milestone. And I, on a whim, yesterday went to see the new Predator movie. So we're going to talk about that spoiler-free review. Before I jump into that, I just want to remind you guys that October 20th is the Newaygo County Comic-Con in Fremont, Michigan. And I will be a guest, as well as the fantastic Ivan Ortega. We're running a panel. We're going to have lightsabers. It's going to be a hoot and a holler. And hopefully we'll all see you there. So buy your tickets, start making your plans. We'll see you in Michigan on the 20th of October. But now on to The Predator, the newest installment of the Predator series. Because I guess Predators or More Predators or something was not a good enough name. So just The Predator. Add an article. Make it official. Which is weird because there's more than one Predator in the movie. So that's interesting. I really don't have a ton to say, especially in the spirit of being spoiler free. I will tell you, if you're looking for a classic Predator movie, you are not going to find it. Probably 80% of the movie kind of felt like a MacGuffin for the last, the climactic parts and whatnot, which was Predator movie, yes. So you kind of have to wait until the end of the movie to really get into what you expect from a Predator movie, the whole man versus nature versus Predator kind of motif that we're used to seeing from the films that we all know and love. You gotta wait. It's there, but you gotta wait for it. Now that said, there are things I did really like about it. I thought, so if you're moving up through the Predator movies, the first couple kind of took themselves seriously, but, being that they were made in the 80s, they're full of just ridiculousness that you didn't realize was ridiculous when it was the 80s because you thought that was just normal. And then I feel like the last one they made, the one where they actually go to the Predator's homeworld and discover that there's little Predators and big Predators and all that stuff, it's that one I think took itself just way too seriously. It's like, we have the technology to make this look cool now. Ha ha ha, Predator movie. This one I think really, really does a nice job with the tone. It really kind of knows where it's at. It's like, we're making a Predator movie. Yes, we're making another Predator movie. We're going to capture a little bit of that campiness from the originals, but we're going to do it on purpose. So it's very self-aware. There were some nice references, some nice shout-outs to the old ones that I thought were cute. They were cute, is what they were. They were not the cringe level of the Force Awakens ones that always make me vomit. But they also weren't like super subtle and clever or anything like that. They were cute. I would say they were cute. So if you're really, really into the old ones, you'll probably just enjoy it for nostalgia's sake on that front. I thought well cast. I thought good cast of characters, well, done for characters. It was fun. You got to watch a lot of fun character interplay and things like that. There was a woman, and she was a woman scientist, which is exciting, I guess, because, there should be women scientists. And I thought they actually did a good job with her character as well. She was like appropriately badass. She didn't have any particular skills that exceeded her level from, being a highly classified research scientist or whatever. She definitely was just like, she stepped up to the plate and she was like, I'm going to do this. But she didn't have like any extra special skills or things that were like, that's not real. Except for the part where she was like running about as fast as the Predator. I was like, that's unrealistic. But of course, it's a ridiculous movie full of tons and tons of unrealistic moments, so we can let that one slide. So if you were worried for some reason that they were going to inject something SJW into these movies, they're not. They're definitely not. They even used the word retard at one point, which I always appreciate because I'm trying to bring that word back. Fun fact about my life, I think we should just start using that word again. Obviously not to refer to people who are actually have like mental conditions and things like that. Just to like regular stupid people. I think you pick one or the other, right? I think it's kind of dumb to refer to people who have mental issues as retarded because that's just kind of narrow and they're much more nuanced than that. But I also think it's dumb to eradicate the word retarded from the English language, so whatever. Anyway, side ramble about the word retarded. Back to the point. If you're looking for a lot of action and some violent, gruesome deaths, you will not be disappointed. I was a little concerned the way they set things up in the beginning that there would not be like enough Predator action. There was plenty. There was plenty. It was pretty much action most of the way through. There was violence. It was delightful in that respect. If you want some just mindless entertainment, which is what I specialize in, and you want to watch people die, like lots of people die just violently and ruthlessly, then this is your movie. I thought in terms of the predators as creatures, for the most part, did a good job. They took some like advances. They're like, this is where we're going with the predators as a species, which made sense given who they are as, you know, apex predators who are constantly striving to be the best that they can be and the best at killing and the best at sport killing, etc. So it made sense. It was just felt like a little much. It was like, we don't need this much science in a Predator movie. And again, it all felt like, first of all, the reason... I don't want to give stuff away. There's one plot point that sort of for me is like, why? Like, why did this happen? Why would the first Predator do this thing? But and there was another bit that was like some things was like a little too ridiculous, and you're like, okay. But for the most part, like, I don't think it fundamentally violated the, you know, sacred pact of being a Predator movie. It was enjoyable. It did, like, I was noticing this, it did kind of like, it's like, story's not really important. You know, you don't always know how you get to A to B. Like, all of a sudden, they're in a camper van. Where'd that come from? And you're just like, what's happening? Okay. They just skip, like, all the, like I said, action. They just skip every transitionary part. Like, how did they get that helicopter? I don't know. They just have it now. So it's just some, like, moments, some little, like, time jumps where you're like, okay, I'm just accepting the reality of this, which is that they're just getting things they need at this time. And yeah, so there were some things that were like, all right, it's a little dumb. There were some things that were like, how did that happen? But like, really, I think the movie focused in on its point, which was predators murdering people. And we got the added bonus of some good characters. So if you like that, if you like predators murdering people, if you like some mindless murder action, go check it out. Definitely go see it. It's one of those things, like, honestly, you're not going to lose a whole lot if you wait and watch it on your television. There's something fun, you know, there's a lot of big outdoor scenes and sets and you know, actually really good special effects for the most part. So I think that, like, there's a little benefit to be had. I'd say, like, go to a theater, you know, we went to see one, like, the Dolby sound. It's more important than, you know, like, if anything, go for a theater that's, like, the sound. And aside from that, like, if you're like, I love Predator movies, like, you'll probably go see this one and be like, okay, like, this is not like the best Predator movie, but it was fun. If you like Predator movies, but you're not like crazy about them, you'll probably love this one. You'll probably be like, yay, Predators killing people, hooray. And if you hate those movies, you're gonna hate this one, because yeah, if you hate like seeing people get ripped to shreds, don't go see this movie. I guess that's the rundown. So I guess at the end of the day, the summation is The Predator is exactly what you would expect from the, like, 8th sequel in a franchise. So, you know, take that for what it is. Go see it or don't go see it. You know. So that's the important stuff. Guys, stay tuned, because sometime probably later today, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to post a video of me snuggling with a kangaroo. Just me and a kangaroo, just like, that's going to happen. And if you want to see that, definitely check back on the channel over the next 24 hours. If you haven't clicked the like button, do that now. If you're not subscribed, definitely do that now. If you don't get notifications, also do that. That's a great way to make sure you don't miss the kangaroo later, or the live stream that's probably happening on Sunday night. So those things are important. If you like the things I have to say, also share it. Guys, one little share on your Facebook page or your Twitter or whatever goes an immensely long way. So if you're into the Mindless Entertainment brand and you're one of those amazing people who's like, why doesn't she have 1 million subs? I'm telling you right now that you can help by just sharing any of my videos or my channel on your social media regularly. So thanks, guys. I'm gonna go.